Tom, we have yet another new series to discuss. This is the second series in the most recent batch of 3. This is HAL Formula, about, of course, Formula One style racing. And Tom, I just gotta start off the rip. This is really important to me. This new series alert is especially
really?
important for me because the creator, Kento Terasaka, is the creator of one of my favorite jump series in recent memory, Green Greens, that got canceled 26 chapters in, and it didn't deserve it. But I'm happy to see him back so soon. And Tom, we're just gonna get started. Tom, I loved this chapter.
This is gonna be our strongest disagreement yet.
Oh my God, you didn't like it?
Didn't like this.
Wow.
This is one where I was like, next.
Oh my God, you didn't like it? That's crazy.
I'm upset to hear that we're gonna have our first real disagreement.
Oh man. So yeah. All right, we'll just get into it. Story is about a Formula 4 driver. They call the series the WF series. He's in WF4. He's a race car driver. He's
down the tiers, the minor leagues. Right?
Yeah, basically, like minor leagues of racing.
Minor leagues. Yeah.
Miharu Suzukaze, he's 19 years old, super young rookie in the scene. He's working for Adler Lights Racing. And he's got basically a younger, 4 or 5 year old brother, Haruka Suzukaze, who's basically always kind of cheering him on in his corner. Their parents are dead, so they're basically just kind of on his own. He's basically been raising his brother since he was an infant, and they're thick as thieves. But unfortunately, because it's fucking scary driving a race car at 200 plus miles an hour, Miharu is a little touchy with the brakes. And because of that, he's not able to get the placements that he kind of needs. He's in the first race that we see. It's looking like he's going to get his first top 10 position of the season, but he ends up he ends up crashing his race car because he was too quick with the brakes. Too cautious with the brakes. Yeah. Tom, you didn't like this?
No.
What didn't you like about it?
So pros. It's really well drawn.
Oh, it's super.
No one's
Art's
denying.
awesome.
I'm not here to deny that. Obviously, the art is really good, and it's a challenging thing to draw, and I think it did well at trying to draw a Formula One race. I mean, I don't envy that task. I don't like the main character. That's gonna be probably my biggest thing. The relationship with the brother is just way too cry porny to me. In a way that was almost exhausting.
I thought it was very emotional. I thought it was very strong and emotional.
I was very cynical about it all. I think this main character has no riz, no charisma for being somebody in a very unique profession. He comes off like any freaking timid little weenie baby MC in these series. I think you need a little bit more juice to be an F1 racer that's really compelling, right? To really be this kind of risk taker. I would like someone a little more interesting, a little more Kamina, in the energy here. So that aspect was not my favorite. Was really the core relationship there. The main character's personality, the little brother is kind of sycophantic, what do you mean, big bro? It was just a little too much saccharine kind of cry porn setup here that was a little off-putting for me. So I couldn't get hooked in the main character's plight very much, even though I'll admit that the art. Now the other parts of the story, and you can jump in whenever you want. I don't want to.
Oh yeah, of course.
Look at page 2 after the amazing color of just the car. You go to the first dialogue, and it's just this tsunami of text about WF1 and the structure from these photographer. It's exhausting.
Yes. I will say terrible. This is something that basically almost every fucking sports series has to deal with this shit. And by the way, all the best series, we always talk about give a lot of glaze to Slam Dunk, and rightfully so. Oh my God. that treats you like an idiot, like you've never seen a basketball before in your fucking life.
Right.
And that's that's one of the best. This is just a part of the pie when you're getting into a primary sports series, especially something like the like formula racing, which has become pretty popular in the last several years, but is also still like, I don't really watch races. I don't really know the ins and outs of how it actually works. So there,
but they weren't explaining even how it works. They were explaining the structure of the league, not even the sport. Like they were just explaining mechanics of like WF1 versus WF4. Like they weren't even getting me into like the race.
We need this, and I agree. This we could have done with some of these explanations in chapters 4 or 5.
Yeah, and with
not
these like
off the rip.
I mean, right now, at least, nothing characters. These just nobodies that don't come back in the story. So you're just like, who am I focusing on? So there's some structural complaints I had that kind of does not let me like fall into this. Again, and this is me. This is just me. I'm not saying this is the right way or objective way. The first panel I see the little brother, I was like, no. Like he's just too much. Like it's just too much for me. I'm not saying that never can work. It was just the combination of like the two in particular. If the main bro was like cool, then it's like a funny, endearing thing. Like, okay, get it. I get what the little brother's the
yeah.
But like he sucks, and he does suck. And then like also, I assume they're setting up. Then I don't know if this is actually, so correct me if I'm wrong. Obviously, he loses a bunch of rates. Like he doesn't even.
He basically like is on a Generational L series right now.
Generational L and Adler Lights Company or whatever.
They're gonna cut him. They're literally cutting him mid-season. They're like, this is your last race with us, dog.
I'm not. And then maybe they don't go this way. And maybe you read on and you know, like just winning one race the way he won it, which anyone with sense would know that was by luck completely. Wouldn't hire was still
so this is the thing. This is why I'm excited to keep reading because it's not established, because basically they make him sign. This is your last race. Here I have my predictions. We'll get to my predictions at the end for what's going to happen. He's basically on this sort of generational L run. He keeps just sort of losing and losing and losing. He's not even getting top 10 positions too, which is like, again, it's not all about, when it comes to like formula racing, it's just all about getting consistent high positions as opposed to like winning the race.
Right. He's not even finishing the race.
Yeah. So like that's the problem with him. And it basically sort of gets to this sort of the emotional climax of the first chapter, like, 30, 35 pages in. Where he's basically telling his brother that he's thinking about, quitting, and he's not kind of giving him the full story. And his brother is like, why? He's like, cause I'm scared. And then they go back to something earlier in the chapter.
It's raining in that scene. Oh, so emotional. Hey, this is supposed to be sad.
It's not raining in that.
There's a scene where they're having a conversation.
There's a scene where it's raining, yeah. But the big emotional moment, they're basically sort of crossing by this water bridge that his younger brother's too scared to jump over. And basically his younger brother is like, oh, if you're scared, he's like, here, I'll show you, what it's like to not be scared. Don't you find
that silly? Like, I don't know.
It's
right?
goofy, but I thought it was pretty emotional because then, come on, when his older brother fucking hugs him and he's fucking crying his eyes out, I thought it was very well drawn.
I'm rolling my eyes at that scene. Again, I'm not even saying I'm right here or I'm the good guy here. You're clearly the better guy here. I'm literally rolling my eyes like, oh man, you're right. Maybe it's too soon for that. Like, you got to earn that for me. But I was right away suspicious. Maybe it was just the mood I was in. But I was in a good mood. I was coming off of Animal Spirits, feeling good about Shonen Jump. And I was just not digging this.
And then we get to the last race. And the fucking in the 2-page spread of the crash happens, cool. Beautifully drawn.
I'm not denying that. Yeah, I said that up front. That was cool. It bouncing off his head,
and it bounces off. Yeah, a piece of metal bounces off his fucking helmet. He throws on the gas.
I was like, oh, okay, here we go.
And he basically ignores death itself to fucking essentially actually win the race that he was in and get his first like major win of the season. And sort of we see this kind of happen through a sort of commentator character. His name is Matsuba Goku, who I'm convinced is going to be a major player in the series. Who's basically, he's like in his 30s. He's retired from formula racing. And he basically sees something special in Miharu with how he sort of went through that, but also acknowledges that he's like, oh my God, that guy just literally was going to die.
Well, yeah, right. Wasn't, is this
so
good or
there's
bad?
just, exactly. I think there's an element of like the desire to win, but also throwing your life away and the tug and pull of that in a danger sport like Formula Motor Racing. I think is pretty exciting, and sort of kind of ends on him sort of winning that race and basically acknowledging that, of course, in chapter 1, this is the starting line of my big adventure. So I think there's a couple ways we can take the story. The story begins in 2017, so we could get a time skip. We could start with it. We could get a time skip next chapter.
And maybe it's
so I'm not a big fan of when series do this, by the way, but we could get that. What my hope is that what I'm when my theory is in chapter 2, I'm convinced he is still dropped by his team despite the win.
I would be pro that move. Yeah. And I zero again.
But I think the commentator is going to be really impressed with this showing, is going to have some belief in him, and will bring him to sort of his racing team
somewhere. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, exactly. That's what I imagine. And then I hope, what I would like to honestly see is, I would love to see us rise the ranks of WF4, WF3, WF2, WF1, because they acknowledge we get a very Oda Sensei like panel of there's only 20 racers in the whole world. There's only 20 racers.
Another good panel.
Which is so sick. It's like, oh my God. It's like, and those are Tom, those are the characters you're excited about. Those are the Kamina type characters.
So again,
who got the balls.
To clarify my issues with this, there's 3 core ones. One, just tech tsunami. I don't like that. You got to find a seamless way into this. But 2, I just don't like the main character. He's just not appealing to me. And then little brother is too much right now. So that's it. I didn't mention, the art's great, the racing, that's cool. And there are moments when, again, even his inner monologue while he's racing, I'm just like, shut up. Like, just drive. I'd like this manga more if it was like just the announcer, or there was just no words in a panel. I could just kind of revel in the cool art, because it is very impressive, like, really drawn like racing. But like his inner monologue was taking me out of these really exciting action moments near the end too. So I mean, sometimes MC just doesn't, the personality, it's not clicking with me. But those are my 3 issues. It's not, there are plenty of aspects of it that seem exciting moving forward, but I can't, that's just too fundamental to me. Those are like core, the MC I don't like, the core emotional character drama I don't like, and some of the like just the mechanical structure of it I don't like, or at least not so bad, but like that too was just like, okay. But maybe that was just a bad first impression on the first few pages and whatnot. But I'm glad you're excited. I'm glad you liked it.
I love this. I genuinely, like, I was like, dude, I was like, manga's so back. Even though it never left, I was like, I was jazzed. I was so juiced when I finished
I hope it
the
sticks
chapter.
around. I mean, if it's somebody who knows what they're doing, they probably have a good plan for the story and are interested in this sport to like develop, really dig into F1 racing, which I mean, admittedly, I don't know much about.
And it's cool. I can't really remember the last Jump series. Definitely nothing in my era of reading that was anything to do with car racing or automobiles or anything like that.
It's unique, which would be helpful. But Green's got canceled pretty early for no reason, right?
Yeah, well, it's part of the. A lot of it, I think, is just people are like, golf fucking sucks. Golf's fucking lame as shit. I don't want to fucking read about golf. Like, I really think like people were just kind of out on the premise for that. But like, I like golf. And it's not really, and Greens isn't really about it. I mean, of course, obviously, it's about golf, but the core conceit of it is about what it means to fall in love with something. And fall in love with a passion. Maybe we'll do it honestly, because it's only 26 chapters. We should add that to the list of series.
Redeem his author in my eyes.
because I think it's so. I found that story to be really wonderful, and I again, and it's one of the rare series where, first of all, it ended up getting published in English months after its cancellation. So clearly other people also like Green Greens and they care about it enough for it to.
That's surprising. Yeah,
release it.
And I like a sports manga. I like a sports series. I'm not like sports ball. Like I actually do enjoy sports and also sports adjacent, like the structure of like Hikaru no Go or something like that's. So I watched all of that too. Like I like the competition series.
And also for Jump too, it's cool to see a competition sports series that's not in high school.
Yeah,
because most other series, like Drawn to the Fire right now is basketball in high school.
Yeah,
the last few major sports series have been sports in high school, which of course makes sense of the demographic and everything. But it's actually nice to see something that is kind of out of that realm. And I'm excited I'm just so excited. I want to see more races. I want to see more fucking cool cars, and I want to meet other racers, and I want to see the story grow.
Well, again,
I want to see.
You're in regardless.
Oh, I'm so in. I'm so
you
in.
got to read them anyway, even if you didn't like it that much. So,
but Tom, we got to ask every week. I mean, we already know the answer, but we got to ask. You're reading chapter 2.
Yeah, this is gonna be a no, Sam. And you know what? This is the first no since the first yes.
Yes.
So we're back on the no again. We're in a no streak. We have another new one coming up next week.
Cannon Master, I believe, is the name of it. I think it is from a rookie, but I'll have to double check that whenever it comes out.
I've never been plugged in this way to Jump. I like being here on the ground floor for these. Even if I don't end up picking them up, it's fun to try these out and talk with you about them. If I wasn't doing this show, I wouldn't even read chapter 1 of these and may miss something, but I like coming here even if we disagree.
Yeah, of course, obviously.
Yeah. So that's good. I mean, I'm glad you're excited. I didn't know this was the one that was somebody you liked, but I know he talked.
Yeah, he's one of my guys. He's like, okay. I'd call him like up there.
So maybe you're used to how he does things, and so you could clock some of it.
Definitely. But yeah, let us know what you think about HAL Formula. Are you pro HAL Formula? Are you anti HAL Formula? Where do you fall in the equation?
Which one do you side on? Hey, what do? I stay authentic.